What's up? What's up? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Back at y'all with another one. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my video. Now, before I get this video started, man, I want to let people know right off the bat that um, Steph Curry has been struggling with a quad contusion, so he's been he's been having some issues with that. Okay, but that I just wanted to get that out there before I started the video. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be questionable or whatnot, so he's been having some issues with that. But let me say this though, okay? Now everybody's making a mockery of Steph Curry and his struggles from the field, okay? And it's really been, the critics and you know the onlookers, and the reason is because see, you expect your expectations of Steph Curry are to have like these brilliant shooting game performances and stuff. So like when you see him being inconsistent, then it doesn't resonate with you. It's kind of like, huh? Like he's absolutely supposed to be shooting perfect, when really you're not looking at basketball how it's supposed to be looked at. Really, let me clear up what I'm saying. First and foremost, besides last night, besides them getting beat by the Mavericks, which rightfully so, it was Dirk's night, so the Mavericks, they were fueled by emotion and everything. But all season long, the Warriors have pretty much been winning, and they've been winning in a fashion that is a combination of several different things. You have, first and foremost, which nobody is really talking about, is the defensive side of the ball. Okay, let's talk about that. You know, you're looking at Steph Curry like, oh, okay, yeah, man, he was 3 for 17 and then 8 for 20 and then, yada, 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 and all this other stuff, not realizing that Steph Curry has a different focus this year, which is not really to be focused. I know everybody's, consumed with him, about him, well, which previously was getting Ray Allen's record and everything, which he had already accomplished doing that. But that wasn't his focus. His focus this year is to get the Warriors back to what they once were, which is not just a playoff team, but a championship team, a championship level team. So him going out there, pulling up from the timeline, and him hoisting up threes constantly and stuff like that, that's not going to be a tunnel vision focus of his. Because if you really look at the game and you really look at Steph Curry and what he's been doing, he's really been doing other intangibles on the floor that you could say, okay, this guy, he's growing even in his later years. You understand what I'm saying? Like he's taking defense a lot more serious. Not that he He never did. But you didn't know Steph Curry as a lockdown defender, or could be extremely great in the pick and roll. But think about it. He gained weight, not only to, to help out with his offensive game and stuff like that, but also to deal with the rigors. And then also what you have to realize too is that there are other guys on the team now that, they've been there, or, the new faces too as well, that have adapted to what the Lakers philosophy, I mean, not the Lakers, the Warriors philosophy is. So now it he doesn't need to sit up there and do a whole bunch of scoring, or shoot perfect from the field and everything like that, because he spent time exerting so much energy doing that sort of thing, and he did it last year. Last year he was burnt out. Last season, Steph Curry went on a tear. You know what I'm saying? Especially towards the end of the season, and he was wore down. Because there were guys on the team that were new. They weren't used to the system. There were guys that were out. Klay wasn't there. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to make any excuses for him or anything like that. But it's just like he's having to exert all this energy on both ends of the floor, and you clearly saw him frustrated last year. Whereas this year, okay, yeah, he doesn't have the greatest game in the world or anything like that, but guess what? He's able to do other things, because you have other guys. You have a Jordan Poole that could pick up the slack or whatever. That's what I was talking about in when everybody talk about Klay, coming back and everything. And then in the beginning of the season, you have Wiggins. You got who my guy I enjoy watching on there, Gary Payton Jr. Draymond has been playing good in terms of his defense. You know what I'm saying? And he's looking to come back as that defensive player of the year, and also, facilitating the ball, and just doing a lot of other things. These guys have really collectively made it easier for Steph Curry, believe it or not. But see, y'all are so consumed with, oh, he's struggling, da 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 da. Listen, would you rather him put up 40 and put up 50 and all this other stuff, and then all you hear is in a losing effort, in a losing effort, in a losing effort? No, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. They want to hear, okay, yeah, he struggled from the field. He might have shot 8 for 20, but hey, they still got the win. He hustled hard on defense. He had a few steals. He cut a lot of guys off in transition or whatever, and prevented them from getting. I don't look at it like that. Y'all look at it like, oh well, he's struggling. He's not scoring 30, and he's not. He's his shooting percentage is this and that. And you can't look at it like that, because his goal is different. His goal is different. That he's not worried about. To be honest with you, I mean, in the back of his mind, he probably was, thinking about the record and everything like that. But man, Steph Curry's whole goal, man, is to get back and win that title again. That's what the Warriors want to do. That's what Draymond's goal is. That's what, and you could see it even in the young guys' demeanor. Even Jordan Poole, like, these guys want to win. They want to win championships, man. They're not concerned about individual play, you know. And I think like we're looking at Steph Curry, like, to have a perfect game every single game, and guys, it just does not work like that, especially in the NBA. Listen, there's going to be some time. See, really, what you should be uh, applauding is the fact that he's going through this struggle right now, because this is just a regular season. Sorry about that, y'all. No, but what I was saying is that you should be happy that he's going through the struggle right now because really the whole focus is really the playoffs. Like what he's doing in the regular season, yeah, he played phenomenal when that year they went 73-9, and guess what? They ended up losing. And I don't think Curry wants to do that. And plus, I also think that in the back of his mind, he's ready to prove people wrong that he could, even though that he was robbed of one of those MVPs, those Finals MVPs, um, in which Andre Iguodala had got. He's ready to show people, okay, if we get back to the finals, I want to show people on this big stage that I can get it done. The regular season, he's not thinking about the regular season. Uh, guys like Draymond and all these other guys, even Kerr, they're not thinking about the regular season. They're not thinking about any of that stuff. So, hey, if y'all want to see it as him struggling or whatnot, go ahead and look at it like that. But they're winning more games than they're losing. It'd be different if Steph Curry was out here and he was shooting like he did, what, 3 of 17, I think it was, or something like that. And okay, last night they lost. Okay, they lost to Dallas, but I said minus last night with Dirk's ceremony and all that. Before that, okay, they were, he wasn't shooting that great, but they were still winning. But he was playing defense. If you go look at the Warriors game, y'all are looking. See, that's what where the marketing comes in. Y'all want them to be so focused on Curry pulling up from three, or razzling and dazzling, and shaking people. You know what I'm saying? Breaking ankles and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? When really that's not his focus, man. You know what I'm saying? His whole focus is to make sure that they're, you know what I'm saying? And also, this is another thing I want to say too. I don't know why a lot of people are so they're so in a rush for Klay Thompson to get back so that they can continue on being the old Splash Brothers again and stuff like that. Look, you might as well go ahead and get that out of your mind. Now, would it be great to see him, come out like Kyrie Irving, even though Kyrie Irving hasn't been gone nowhere near as long as Klay Thompson. But would it be a great sight to see, Klay Thompson come out there and put up 25 points or something like that? Yeah, it would be phenomenal. It would be wonderful. But at the same token, we got to realize, man, we talking about damn near 3 years. That's a lot of basketball miss. And I know people gonna come with, well, he's still been playing pickup ball. He's still been practicing. He's still been working out. That lets me know half of y'all don't know basketball. That lets me know that because it takes time. And I'm not in a rush for Klay. Look, if it takes Klay a year to get back to where he was, you said that's bullshit. If you're the so-called best shooter of the time, you get critiqued. You should be graded the same way people critique. Look, well, stop making excuses, dude. Well, first and foremost, man, respect my channel. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you to respect my channel. Uh, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? LeBron has struggled too. He's been there's been times when he's been inconsistent. Now, has he played more consistent than Steph Curry this season? Yes, absolutely. But at the same token, I just told you if you go back and you go listen to the video and go listen to the beginning of the video, his focus is not just scoring, man. His focus is to win another title. They have under other individuals on that team that could get stuff done, right? Um, I'm not making any excuses for Steph Curry. It's just that I'm not going to sit here and blow everything out of proportion just because, okay, he quote unquote struggling and all this other stuff. Because think about it, if he was putting up 30 and putting up 40, putting up 50 and doing all this other stuff, right? Then guess what? And he would be losing. Guess what? All you would be celebrating is the fact that he's putting up big numbers. And guess what? Then on top of that, he would be he would be killing his energy by the end of the season. And guess what? He'll run into a guy like a John Morant who was able to take over in the fourth quarter and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because he ran into a young hungry lion who was more vicious in the fourth quarter and stuff. But we all knew that was from Curry. It was clearly fatigue. It was fatigue and frustration last year. What's up? What's up with it, TJ? TJ Sports. I see you in the building, man. Y'all go subscribe to the boy TJ Sports. And the only reason I didn't block you, man, is because you know you sound like you're a LeBron fan. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't. That doesn't bother me at all. But you're worried about me and you getting ready to say you're worried about me saying something like, oh yeah, uh, LeBron doesn't get criticized and all this other stuff, or LeBron gets all the criticized. That's not what this type of argument is about. This isn't about that. We're talking about Steph Curry. Now, do you want to know the truth? Yes, LeBron is playing phenomenal, and even anybody that says that he's not, they're just hating. I've said that from the beginning of the season. LeBron is killing the season, whether you like it or not, and he's making history. The only reason you don't you're gonna say no he ain't is because you have something personal against him or whatever the case is you did. But they did it to all the greats. When Michael Jordan was killing or whatever, they didn't want him at the top. When Kobe Bryant was killing, definitely they didn't want him at the top. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, even Kareem. When Kareem was killing, they barely talked about him. They didn't want him at the top. When Larry Bird had his little period of being up there, they didn't want him at the top. So you have to look at it like that. Even with Steph Curry, the media is going to do everything that they can to focus in and zero in on their struggle. But guess what? They still got one of the best records in the league. you know, listen, if the playoffs started, you know what I'm saying, they'd be in a comfortable position. What about these other teams that, oh yeah, this guy putting up 30, this guy putting up 40, this guy putting up this points and stuff like that. But guess what? They barely sniffing the playoffs. And look, that's no knock on LeBron or whatever, because they have gotten a couple wins. They trying to make some moves right now. Like I said, like the homie Ticket was saying, shout out to Ticket. Maybe picking up DeMarcus Cousins would maybe be a plus. You never know. So, Tony Clark, man, you gotta, look, man, you gotta come a little stronger than that, bro. And you gotta take your emotions and your feelings out of everything. Like, I like don't get me wrong. If Steph Curry was not putting the effort on defense and wasn't hustling back, oh, we'd be having a different type of conversation right now. And more importantly, if they weren't winning. But that hasn't been the case. Despite Curry's struggle, the Warriors are. Listen, it's not about Steph Curry though. That's the thing that y'all don't get. It's about Warriors basketball. You know, I'm not a Warriors fan, but they think about team. Steph Curry is an unselfish player. He doesn't care about himself. Do you see Curry with his head down and all this other stuff? Nah, not worried about it. They lost last night. You know, yeah, I understand that, but we gotta really key in on proper perspective. So I went ahead and he obviously did not want that smoke. But you know, we got to stop zero. You know, really focusing in on just the struggles of a player. Like, okay, as soon as Russell Westbrook, he doesn't score that much, and he's not putting up, you know, hoisting up the ball and making and little stupid decisions and stuff like that. Oh, but he's cut down on the turnovers, even setting, you know, it being where it was 2016 since he had never uh, had a game where he did not record a turnover. You got to look at little things like that. Be happy about that. You know, but see, this is another thing. Yeah, James Harden, he's uh he's leading the league in, well, no, he's second in assists right now. I think at nine something, right behind Chris Paul, right? But guess what? He's also, to my knowledge, I think he's first in, no, he's second in turnovers. That's not a good assist to turnover ratio. That's horrible. That's horrible. But you don't have, do you see Chris Paul up there? But see, they don't talk about any of that. And see, that's another thing too. You know, James Harden hasn't been playing. You know, y'all act like James Harden has been. Oh, he's been really, really great this season. He's really been doing it. Oh, he hasn't. He hasn't. And see, the thing about Chris Paul is that at least not Chris Paul, Steph Curry, he's able to do other things. You know, see, you're witnessing a guy right now in NBA history. Let me see. You said stop capping for Curry. If that's what you want to call it. How is that capping for Curry? And you can come in here. Uh, if you expect me to get all, you know, sensitive about, you know, what you just said, go ahead and come in here and got to say, because there's no cap for Curry. They're still winning though. But see, you want me to get up on here and you want me to jump on the train, and unfortunately, I don't do that. I think what's your name, Lavon? You want me to jump on the train, and you want me to sit up here, and you want me to say, oh yeah, Curry's struggling, Curry's struggling, Curry's struggling, and stuff like that. What the everyday media is going to say, when really the everyday media really doesn't really pay attention to the essence of basketball. if you really go look at those games and stuff and look at the amount of effort that's being put in on defense as opposed to offense, you'll understand that, you know, Curry is not really struggling as much as you might think. And see, another thing is too is that Curry is exerting a lot of energy on defense too. I don't think a lot of y'all are understand that too. You said Steph is overrated. How can you be overrated? How can you be overrated with multiple titles under your belt? How can you be overrated and you just accomplished in a rate that no other player probably will ever do in history, accomplishing a 3-point record, and then on top of that, he's still got a few more years to play. So nobody's ever gonna probably in this lifetime be able to catch that 3-point record at the rate that he's doing it. How can you be overrated and have the only unanimous MVP? How can you be overrated? What's up, 3,000? Okay, but what is your argument? You're saying that he's overrated. How can you be overrated? Okay, the only thing probably the argument is the final that we already talked about that too. Okay, the in pressure situations, does he need to do better? Yeah, he will. I have no doubt in my mind that he will. But to sit up here and say that Steph Curry is overrated, you don't know basketball, my brother. Let me tell you this too. Can you guard Steph Curry? You said, why does shrink in the clutch? Okay, look, listen. Hey, hey, it's the same reason why James Harden shrinks in the clutch. It's the same reason why LeBron James has shrinked in the clutch. You know, there's been times when he's came up, and there's been times when he hasn't shown up. I've already been critical of that, right? I've already been critical of Steph Curry in that aspect. I've already talked to multiple people about that. But I have no doubt in my mind he's gonna do a lot better. But you see, you can't say a team is overrated, man. Like you gotta really understand what you're saying. If you're saying overrated, that would mean that Steph Curry wouldn't have been able he wouldn't have been able to accomplish half of the stuff that he's done under his belt. So you got to figure out another word. You're saying overrated. Overrated means that okay, it, this is what my idea of overrated. Overrated would be okay. You have one great year, one good season, 1 or 2 good seasons, and then after that you go to seven. The next 7 seasons, if you last that long in the league, mediocre. That means you only had one. You only had one good season. You was a one-hit wonder. You was overrated. You know. Among all, but you see, that's the thing. Hey, Lavon, I don't have him as a natural point guard. And I've gotten shout out to my guy Hitman X. We've talked about this before. He got Curry up there in terms of point guard. It's no knock on him when I say I don't have him up there with a point guard, because to me he's not a true point guard. He's more of a combo guard, right? He's more of a combo guard. And people act like when I say that oh, what do you mean? Look, a natural point guard. Listen, does Curry play like Isaiah Thomas? No. Does Curry play like Chris Paul? No. Does Curry play like Magic Johnson? No. I'm talking about a prototypical point guard. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of combo guards, man, he's high on my list. But I haven't really done a number yet. Like my guards right now that I have in line right now, when you talk about just now, is Jordan 1, Kobe 2, Isaiah 1, Isaiah 1, and then Magic 2. I go by position. But it doesn't take anything away from him, though. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all to sit up here and say that, oh yeah, he's overrated and all this other stuff, he's dog. You say what you want to say. I guarantee you, Lavon, you wake up and you'll find Steph Curry entertaining to watch. Because whether you come to see him win or whether you come to see him lose, guess what? You got your eyes on the screen. You'll take Kyrie over Steph Curry? Mm, nah, I can't I can't go there. I can't go there. And I like Kyrie, but I can't go there. I know Kyrie's back. You know what I'm saying? I know everything going on and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna go that far, man. In a pressure situation, who's better in the clutch though? It's Kyrie though, and a lot of people feel like, and I'm gonna tell you like this too, 3,000. What's it called? Should have been on the NBA 75. Kyrie Irving, but I can understand why they didn't pick him up though. You said the truth hurts. What the truth? The truth hurts. The truth hurts that Steph Curry is better than what you think. What's up with it, Lou?
What's up, Polo?
How you feeling, man?
Hang in there. That's all I can do right now. I've been covering this little Cardinal basketball for the last couple of days. Um, you ever think the reason why Steph Curry struggles so much? He may have a lot on his mind right now. When you're dealing with your parent getting divorced and trying to break a record and trying to prove that you can lead the team without Klay Thompson, like he going out there every night trying to prove to everybody that he's still that man. Because he is getting up in age too. And some of the shots he normally been taking for years, sometimes those shots right now ain't falling like they normally do. I think he's trying to outdo himself every time he's out there on the court right now. He ain't taking smart shots like he used to. And yeah, the team's in first place. Yeah, the team's in first place right now. But sometimes you gotta be smart about that. Like you got teammates that are actually contributing to this team family, and maybe you need to like slow it down a little. Let the game come to you once again, like it used to. And I think that's why he's struggling
Man,
right now because he's trying to prove.
look, Lou, man, hey, Lou, my brother, y'all. But I humbly disagree with my boy Lou. Listen, let me tell you something, all right? The first and foremost, you do know that he's struggling with the quiet contusion. Okay, I meant to tell. I said that at the beginning of the stream. But listen, he's not. Listen, y'all are so used to Curry. Oh yeah, 40 points. You know what I'm saying? Efficient from the field. Da 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 da. And yeah, he'll do all that, Lou, just like he did last year, right? But guess what? Then they get bounced out by John Morant and the Grizzlies and playing for the damn play-in. Whereas he's sitting comfortably right now with the best record in the NBA, or one of them at least. Well, I think they're the best, right? And then on top of that, like he's working on other. If you look at how Curry is playing this season, scoring has not been his first mindset. Look at what they rank defensively, and look how they all have been playing collectively on defense. Curry has played better in the pick and roll this season, and on top of that, he's locking down. I'm not saying he ain't no PJ Tucker, or he's on Draymond defensively or anything like that, but he's playing a lot better defensively, and collectively as a whole, their mindset is different. So him saying, okay, yeah, man, I got to go out and get 30. I got to go out and get 40. He's not thinking like that, Lou. He's trying to get championships, man.
Yeah,
And
like
Lavon. Oh, go ahead.
I
You
was
got
just
it.
gonna say this. I would not be surprised if all that struggle he's having right now is going to go away once Klay Thompson comes back, though. Because people will probably still think Klay Thompson can go out there and put up 25 to 28 points.
See, that's the wrong idea. See, Lou, I told you, and I told a couple other people, that's the wrong idea. See, I want Klay Thompson to even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people thinking, oh, yeah, they're going to get back to the Splash Brothers early in the 2010s and all this other stuff. No, he needs to. It's been 3 years, Lou. Damn near 3 years, right?
Yeah, but you know how people mindsets are, Polo. I keep telling everybody it's gonna take Klay Thompson probably for a while to get that shot back, even though he's been working in the gym on it. He ain't gonna be shooting it like he normally used to, because he gonna have to trust himself like he was after on the court for the injury happened.
Klay don't need to do nothing except just play just a couple minutes, because you got to think about it, man. You don't want to mess up the chemistry neither. And then on top of that, I'm not worried about. Listen, everybody might go and trip out when I say this shit. This is why I have Klay as my favorite warrior on the squad, right? It's not because of his shooting. It's because this motherfucker can clamp down on anybody. And Theo B knows that shit. We had an argument. About that.
He's gonna have to clamp down on somebody because they're gonna go after him once he step out on that court. They're gonna see if you can still play defense or not. I think
Man,
another thing,
hey,
Polo, we gotta think about this.
what's that?
Those young guys that come after those young guys that come after Steph Curry, they're on their heels. They're on his heels right now. You got John Durant, you got Jordan Poole, you got young cats trying to prove like, man, Curry ain't nothing. We way better than him. Just watch this.
Yeah, they
When you
gonna
got
go at
young
him,
guys, like you got young guys coming after your heels, of course they're gonna be like that.
but see, but a lot of people don't understand this either, Lou. They have so many guys on that team, or a couple guys on that team right now. When you talk about the Warriors, that can take the pressure off of Steph Curry. Man, when you talk about Jordan Poole, listen, shoot, everybody's like, oh yeah, man, we got to be worried about Curry. Nah, you got to be worried about Jordan Poole. Then Wiggins, you know what I'm saying? When at the beginning of the season, Wiggins was hooping. Then Gary Payton Jr. Then you got like I said, a well-oiled machine, man. You can't just sit there and be so fixated on Curry, man. But everybody wants, oh, Curry's struggling. Curry's struggling just because he ain't putting up 30, he ain't putting up 40. If I'm a coach like Coach Curry, he's not worried about Curry. They're winning, man. But look, Lou, see, y'all want Curry to be, not you. Y'all want Curry to be putting up 40, putting up 30, and all this other stuff, and them be at the bottom of the West like they was last year.
This is the world we live in now, Polo. It's all about numbers instead of about W.
Yeah, it's about numbers and these hypocrite motherfuckers, man. Let's get on that, Lou. These motherfuckers up in there capping for, now they want to act like they love Kyrie and shit. That motherfucker, Kendrick, yeah, Shannon Sharp. Oh yeah, well, would you and what's his name? Kendrick Perkins. Well, he's just a hooper. Man, y'all motherfuckers, man. All these motherfuckers up in there did not have no great things to say about Kyrie, man. Now this motherfucker come out. See, Lou, if he would have scored like 8 points, the media would have ate his ass alive.
You want to know what that is, Polo? They're trying to butter him up just in case he gets traded. So you know
who. Where you think he gonna go if it happens?
And remember what I said a couple weeks ago when he stepped back on that court? What if they trying to use him to butter his trade value up?
Yeah, you do. I do. I remember you saying that. Damn. Yeah. I mean, do you still? Let me ask you this: because do you still think Brooklyn got a chance, even with him not playing the home game?
Probably so. But think about it. Kyrie is the main reason why they won that game last night.
Yeah.
And Kevin Durant, when Kyrie got there, Kevin Durant really don't have to do that much. He can just have a quiet 39 points like he did last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can't depend on James Harden.
I'm a Bull fan. In Brooklyn, because even though Bulls are playing great, I don't want to meet them in a 7-game season playoff.
Hey, we'll have to see because a lot of people don't, check this out, Lou. A lot of people don't have faith in DeMar DeRozan in the playoffs. They think that he's gonna
when you going
not
up
show
against,
up in the playoffs.
It's like his Polo. When you going up against LeBron and KD, it's hard to beat them in the 7-game series. Think it took Giannis 7 games to win that series. Because he had to worry about KD that whole series. And if KD foot wasn't so big, they would probably would won that 7 games. They probably would won that game 7. He's lucky his foot was on that line to tie the game up to go into overtime. Cause KD, he gave almost everything in that game. It wasn't enough. Giannis and Milwaukee pulled out that game. I'm telling you, Kyrie on that court make the big time difference. Cause
Hey, you see what Dwayne Lawrence said?
what?
He said Kevin Durant not gonna let that happen. Little Pepper Lou.
Kevin Durant not gonna let what happen? Kyrie will have to take over the game because Kevin Durant is gonna let Kyrie be Kyrie. You think hold up, Polo. You think Kevin Durant really want to go out there and do everything by himself without Kyrie Irving and a 50% James Harden?
I gotta agree with you. No, nah. And if he does, he'll be exerting. It'll be a situation like what it was last year. Lou, when it
Like
came to
I got confidence in my Bulls, but I ain't no fool. There's nobody on my Chicago Bulls right now who can shut down Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant.
I mean, not shut them down, but contain them. I would give a guy like either Lonzo Ball or
Come
Alex
on, Polo.
Caruso.
Come on, Polo. Ain't no way Alonzo Ball gonna shut down Kyrie
Nah,
Irving.
look. I did not say. Hold on. Let's see. That's the thing. I did not say shut him down. I said contain him. Make it difficult.
Okay. To what? Because Kyrie Irving probably easily get 30 points on Alonzo Ball.
Damn, man, you down your nigga like that already, man.
I ain't like. Don't get me wrong. Alonzo Ball is a great defensive player, but Kyrie Irving can put on go to the left hand, go to the right hand, do some little playground move, get by him, and easily get to the bucket. Because when it comes to him getting to the rim, he's the best at it.
No, I mean.
Then you got to worry about KD basically going off in a quarter. He can easily put up 20 points in one quarter, just like that.
No, okay. Look, Lonzo Ball has turned up his defense tremendously, and so has. I'm not saying he's gonna stop him. Look, the person that you really need to be concerned with, though, like out of everybody, it used to be Joe Harris, go figure, but you ain't even got to worry about him. He probably gonna shrink up in big moments. Then on top of that, with KD, listen, I'm more worried about KD than I am, with Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Now with Kyrie, he's gonna get his regardless. But with KD, he's if he knows that Kyrie is right there to take the pressure off of him and stuff like that, he's gonna play at ease. And that's the thing about KD, he plays better when he's at ease. Like last night, you saw it, Lou. He looked so at ease, didn't he? He looked like, damn, I'm glad this motherfucker back. You said Kyrie plays like he's 6'7".
Think about Polo. If he wasn't out for those games, and Kyrie is kind of fresh right now too. He's not hitting his 3-point shots right now, but give him time.
Look.
His next game is in Portland, and the way Portland's been playing, I wouldn't pray that Kyrie go out there and put up 50 points.
Lou, hey, my phone about to die, bro. If it goes out on you, man, don't trip, man.
That's cool, Polo. I may have to drop another video. I just dropped one a couple minutes ago about your Bruce Arians.
Oh
to come in the room.
yeah. Drop it, and I'm gonna pull up, man. I'm gonna pull up, man. Let me charge my phone,
Yeah,
bro.
I already dropped it. I already dropped it before I came on, though.
Oh, you went live. You went live.
No, I dropped the video a couple
Oh,
minutes
you
ago.
just okay. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if you went live or whatever. And you're gonna have to go live, man, if you can, bro.
Hey, man. Bruce Arians and